students, siblings. Good evening again. Welcome to the sophomore / junior parent or family orientation. Thank you all for taking time out of your days, your evenings to join us. We do have a good amount of slides, but we're going to go through most of them. Not a lot of new information, but there is new information. I'll be joined by AP Anthony, who supervises the 10th grade team, and also Mr. Wims, one of our academy directors. So just for the sake of time, we're going to jump right in. Agenda for this evening. You just received the welcome, team introductions, Life of a Tiger, policy reminders, family engagement, PTSO info, and questions and discussion. All right, here is your school year 25-26 leadership team. From left to right, Principal Saul Brown, AP Camille Robinson, AP Mark Minsker, who supervises the 9th grade. Again, AP Ronald Anthony, 10th grade. Myself, Kendrick Hawkins, who supervises the 11th grade. Assistant Principal Jibo over the 12th grade. Director of Strategy and Logistics, Mr. Brandon Hall. Director of Culture and Climate, Mr. Sorrell. Mr. Wims, again, one of our Academy Directors. Ms. McClure, another one of our Academy Directors. Ms. Lorenzo, our 3rd Academy Director. Patrice Arrington, who is our Athletic Director. Ms. Wade, who is our Director of Dale. And Ms. Lawrence, who is our Director of Communications. Again, this is the leadership team. As far as the class of 2028, so our 10th grade support team, they are above. Again, Mr. Assistant Principal Anthony. Attendance counselor for the 10th grade is Ms. Hawkins. Ms. Johnson is one of the social workers. Mr. Boone and Mr. Dawkins are the 2 deans for the 10th grade team. And also Mr. Dixon, excuse me. Ms. Walker Brogdon is one of the counselors for last names A through J. And then we have a new counselor on board, Ms. Azania, who will be with last names K through Z. Ms. Navarrete, who is our ML or multilingual learner counselor. She services all of our grades. And Mr. Morales, who is our multilingual learner social worker who services all grades. All right, for the class of 2027, so that is the 11th grade class. Here's your support team. Myself, Mr. Hawkins, please call me Hawk. Mr. King is our attendance counselor. Ms. St. Clair is our social worker. Dean Martin and Dean Johnson, they will be our 2 deans for the 11th grade. Ms. Gupta, I thought I saw. Hello, Ms. Gupta. That is for last names A through K, guidance counselor. We have Ms. Amaya, who's here too. And then we have Ms. Navarrete and Mr. Morales again. Forgive me for the guidance counselor. All right, we do have 3 focuses for this school year. This is literally from the leadership down into the classroom, into our hallways. The first one is a sense of belonging. There is a district-wide capital commitment to ensuring our students feel connected to schools. So we will be focusing on sense of belonging through activities, through engaging activities in our classrooms, outside of our classrooms, via our panorama surveys, and so forth. Written expression, we want to see writing across all of our classrooms, no matter what the topic, subject, or content area is. So we definitely are going to focus on that and ensuring there's equity with all of our students regarding our post-secondary opportunities. Here is our school-based mental health team. Their names on the right. I think I did a fair amount of introducing people, so I'll let you all just digest this for a second. And moving right on, we're going to dive into a daily life of a tiger. So students here, this is your daily experience. Parents, guardians, this is all things that your children will experience here at Jackson Reed. All right, first is arrival and dismissal. So first one, arrival. Very nice visual up there. There's two places our students can come into the building. That is the main entrance, and that's also the pool lobby. They do have to clear weapons abatement at each location. Off-campus lunch and early dismissal is at the main entrance only. And dismissal, there are 3 exits for dismissals: main entrance, pool lobby, and the auditorium lobby, which is right outside of these doors. School lunch, students are required to pay for meals each day. The price will stay the same, so it's $3 per lunch. Breakfast and after-school meals will be provided, and they are still free. And we encourage all families to complete the free and reduced price meals, also known as FARMS application as well. Take a look at what our bell structure looks like. We are on a and B day schedule with a rotating or alternating Friday. So long story short, Mondays and Wednesdays, the classes will always stay the same. Those are our A days. Tuesdays and Thursdays, those classes always stay the same. Those are our B days. The Fridays alternate back and forth between the A and the B day. As you can see, the times are up there. Most of our classes are 80 minutes. Second block is a little longer, and as you can see, 45 minutes. We only have 1 lunch period. It works, it's a lot, but it works for us all. Student schedules. We want to talk to you all about student schedules, like how they'll get them. As you probably already know, student schedules went live in the Aspen Parent Portal on this past Monday, the 18th. I do want to warn you, those schedules are still subject to change. Our counselors are doing a lot of work on cleaning up our schedules. So please, please, please just know, if you open up today, it could change tomorrow as well. But again, we're just continuing to work on the schedule. But as far as day 1, so next Monday, how will my student get their schedule? What if they forgot it or anything like that? And we'll talk about the cell phone policy a little later, but they won't have access to their cell phones. So what they're gonna do is when they come into the building, and we just got an update on this like 10 minutes ago. When they come into the building, they'll sign in using their school ID, and then it'll show up on the computers where their first period classroom number is. Also, we'll be posting it in the atrium on the big pillars, on the back hallway on the first floor, in the pool lobby, and in the stairwells. We'll have big, big posters of the student's name and their first period class. All the student needs to do is find their name, find their classroom number right next to it, go to that classroom. That is their first period class. During their first period class, the first period teachers will hand out student schedules. All right, so they'll get it. They literally just need to find out where their first period classroom number is, and then from there they will get a physical copy of their schedules. We just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that there is a course change request process. And I kind of just talked about this. But these are the reasons that we will honor or try to honor if a course change request is requested. So the first one is already taken past and earned the credit for the course, needs the course for a specific academy requirement, needs the course for graduation. And just to be clear, there's no 9th graders in here, but they can only request changes for their electives. Quick little furthermore about that, there is a 2-week window to request the course change, and it opens up on Monday and it closes on Monday, September 8th. We want to stress that please have our students, we're going to require them to follow their schedules, even if there is an error in their schedule during the period, there are no errors. So please, we're only going to have the students come down to the library if they have an incomplete schedule, but they need to follow their schedule the rest of the day. Counselors will be in the library the first couple of days of the week next week to support incomplete schedules. And also, we just want to stress that counselors will reach out, so please, parents and students, don't email the counselors, don't go down there and wait all day for them. They will reach out to you and notify you if a change has been made, if it's approved, denied, and or if they need to meet with that student/parent in person. Just graduation requirements. Take a look at that. The big thing is our students have to get to 24 credits to graduate, plus the 100 hours of community service, non-negotiables. This is how our students are classified. We want to make sure this is very clear and transparent to you all, so please digest that for a second as well. And again, this is categorized by the district. This is not an in-house Jackson Reed only thing. All right, I want to introduce Mr. Brandon Williams, one of our Academy directors.
Thank you. Good evening. So I'm one of 3 amazing academy directors here at Jackson Reed. I support 4 of our academies: hospitality tourism, academy of finance, graphic design, and AV production. Are any of the students in one of my academies? Raise your hand. Higher. Let's give a round of applause. Are any kids in any of the other academies? Raise your hands high. Okay, that's all right. So today I'll go over a little bit about our academies. I have some one-pagers. If you have any questions, please feel free to see me after the presentation or pick up one of 2 one-pagers that has a lot more information. Here at Jackson Reed, we have the most academies throughout the country, NAF academies. As you can see, we have 10. I'm not going to read them all off to you, but Ms. McClure has the STEM academies, and Ms. Lorenzo has cyber, global studies, and sports business management, marketing. Again, this is just an overview of what academies we support. There's our emails. We're pretty responsive, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to us. As Mr. Hawkins said, the schedules are still getting done, so if you see that you're not in the right academy class, it will all be taken care of. Send us an email and we'll make sure we'll get that corrected. And it's not too late to join the academy. So for those of you that didn't raise your hand and are interested in an academy, our academy application actually closes on September 5th. Okay, the good thing is sophomores, some of our academies are 3-course long sequence, the other are 4-course sequence. If you start in one of the 4-course sequences as a sophomore, you'll just take 2 of the classes in 1 junior year, 1 senior year. If you take a 3-level sequence, you'll take 1 this year, sophomore year, junior, senior year. If you're a junior, right? If your schedule permits, you double up. If it's a 4-sequence class, you'll take 2 junior year, 2 senior year. If you're a junior, you'll take, for the 3-level sequence class, you'll take 2 junior year and 1 senior year. Try to be as quick as possible. But I'll be here after everything's concluded. Again, questions, comments, concerns, we have one page, so just feel free to see me after the presentation, and I'm free to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lynch. All right, we just want to talk about SAT and PSAT accommodations. This is directly from our testing coordinator, Ms. Catherine Wells. Please, and again, we'll be sharing this out, but those are QR codes for access to the accommodation forms for the PSAT and SAT. On October 16th, students will be either taking the PSAT, if it's 9th through 11th graders, then of course our 12th graders will be taking the SAT. If your child has an IEP or a 504 plan, please submit the accommodations request consent form to Ms. Wells. Again, our testing coordinator. Again, her information up there. Of course, you can find her email on the website, and we will be sharing this out later this week. Ms. Levinson, who runs our College and Career Center. She is our coordinator there. So anything college and career related, please have your student or family member stop by the College and Career Center to speak to her. And again, it's not just college and university, it's also trades, apprenticeship programs, police, firefighters, anything post-secondary. The athletic department, again, Ms. Patrice Arrington is our athletic director. She's also, hello, I didn't see you here. Warm welcome for our AD.
Good evening. Welcome back. We have sophomores and juniors in here, so definitely welcome back. I'm Patrice Arrington, your athletic director. Ms. Nadira Ricks is my assistant AD. I just want to talk to you a little bit about athletics here at Jackson Reed, to give you a little bit about my background. I am a volleyball player. I played at the University of Oklahoma, played 6 years on our USA national team, and then also played 12 years professionally. I used to be the college and career director here for 8 years, so I also have the college and career process background, and that's why I'm your students' NCAA representative as well if they want to do sports after high school. We have over 41 sports teams here. 41, so I'm a very busy lady, me and Ms. Ricks. We have a department from 4 to 3 to 2. So we're gonna make it work and keep elevating our sports teams here at Jackson Reed. We even have a championship chess team, so we're super excited about them. They're DC state champions, as well as DC state champions in ultimate frisbee, and some other sports. Number 4 ranked crew team in the country, and also our ultimate frisbee team was number 1 this year. So we are very, very proud of all of our athletics here, and we have numerous DCIAA championships. I can't even keep up. We usually have about 15 to 16 each year. And there they are for the fall, winter, and spring sports. So as you know, fall season has begun. 2 weeks prior to school starting, we start our preseason and tryouts for some of our teams. So football's already started, volleyball's already started. Soccer had their tryouts this week. The only ones left have not had tryouts yet are field hockey and cross country. So if you're interested in any of those sports, for definitely the ones that have not had tryouts yet, because this is high school, you guys all know that we have rosters and we have a limited amount of spaces for student athletes, so those tryouts are closed. So don't come and say, hey, I missed tryouts, can I join the volleyball team? The answer is no, unfortunately. We can try out again next year. We do have space for football. We're trying to build our football program, so any young men in here that are interested in playing football, please come out. We've had a couple of scrimmages, but it's not too late to join football. And again, field hockey and cross-country tryouts are the first day of school. All that information is located on our athletics website for all of our tryouts. So fall tryouts, winter tryouts will go up there, they're not there yet, and spring as well. So I get lots and lots of emails throughout the summer and throughout the year about when are these tryouts, when are those tryouts. Please utilize our athletics website. All of that information, including our athletic paperwork that you need in order to try out for sports teams here, is located on that website. And paperwork, paperwork. Super important that you fill out every single line. Parents, please do not give it to your students to fill out and then sign it because they always miss something. You fill it out, signed and date, even the check mark of ethnicity or choose not to answer, everything on that paperwork or on that form needs to be filled out. It is imperative. A lot of you have submitted things through Seamless Docs. It does not come to me first. I also get lots of emails about, did you receive my paperwork? No, I did not. I'm not the athletic trainer. Our athletic trainer receives all the athletic paperwork if you submit it through Seamless Docs, which is online, also on our website of how to do that. If there's anything wrong with that paperwork, she will send it back to you with detailed messaging on what to fix. And you have to re-upload that paperwork, or you can bring in a hard copy to myself. You can't bring it to me. Just in case you don't know where our Dr. Watson is located downstairs in our locker room area. If you don't know where she's located, you can bring that hard copy to me. But if you're going through Seamless Docs, that goes to her. If it is complete and good, then it comes to me, and then I sign off on it, and then I send it back to her, and then she signs off on it, and then you're good. So it's a whole process. If you're a transfer student and coming here to Jackson Reed for the first time, you need to do our transfer process. So you need to tell your coach if you're transferred so I can make sure that I do that process. That takes some time as well, so please be patient with us. We are having a athletic, the next slide, thank you so much, AP Hawkins, don't you just like him so much? We are having our athletic department event called Game Plan Family Night for Athletic Success. So we're going to explain everything you need to know what it takes to be a student athlete here at Jackson Reed in that virtual meeting. It's virtual, so you can just log on wherever you are. It's from 7 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, August 27th. I know it's within the first week of school. We want to just load you up with all the information that you're getting so you guys can know everything that it is, what it takes to be an athlete here. We are no holds barred. We are very good at our athletics. I pride myself on making sure that our student athletes are well equipped with the culture and what they need in order to be successful here in high school and as they leave this building to be global citizens for us, represent Jackson Reed to the highest point. So please come on to that virtual meeting. My office is located in A300. I do have snacks for my athletes. If they are hungry before practice, please come and see me. I have lots and lots and lots of snacks. I have good snacks too, so please take advantage of that. Not every day. A.D. Arrington gives them out 3 times a week, so make sure you come in Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, not Tuesday or Thursday, but some people do come to my sister's office. She's Dr. Arrington, the clinical psychologist here, and also the volleyball coach. They ask her for snacks, and sometimes they double up. So just know there's plenty of snacks here to go to for your kids. But thank you guys so much. We wish you a very successful school year, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. So good luck this year. Welcome back, Tigers.
All right, as far as clubs and activities, this is Ms. Clemens, our director or coordinator of clubs and activities. We offer a whole lot of clubs and activities. That's why they're not up on the screen. There are a whole lot of them. There's a form up there students can use. There is going to be a club activities fair coming up in September. There's also advisory meeting. Pretty much, our students here pretty much can start any club they want. Just please have them go to Ms. Clemens for that. We already have a lot of clubs, but as far as creating a new club, that is definitely a possibility here. We tried our best to create spaces and opportunities for our students to connect with one another and also with an adult/teacher, staff member in the building. All right, important policy reminders. We're going to talk about attendance, off-campus lunch, grading, cell phones, electronics, which is new. Warm round of applause for Assistant Principal Angela.
Yay! I get to talk about all the non-fun stuff. Thank you so much, A.P. Hawkins. All right, so if you could take a look at our attendance policy, our students have to be here 60% of the day to be marked present for the day. That's our 60-40 rule, DCPS rule. Excused absences. Kid can miss up to 4 days consecutive, and to be excused with a note. If there's anything over 5, further documentation will be required, but reach out to the attendance counselors. We have some really awesome attendance counselors, either Ms. Hawkins or Mr. King for 11th grade if you have any questions. All right, what's new? Can't just go on the website and put in excuse notes anymore, because guess what? The kiddos were doing it. They were cheating. They were beating the system, right? So they were putting in excuse notes, pretending you guys did it. So hey, we got a trick for them this year. Can't do that anymore. So parents, ask them go. I'll fill out an excuse form there. Please don't give the kids the code. So that you guys just go into the Ask portal, fill it out. Really simple. Same process, just that, we try to make it a little bit more kid-proof this year. And you will not get a notification if it was approved or denied. So if you just have any questions, you of course can check, continue to check Ask Me or ask the attendance counselor for that grade level. All right, here are some of the things that can happen with unexcused absences. These are why those notes are really, really important. As you can see the process, you're automatically going to get those robocalls home if the kid is out, regardless of how many days. But this is the process once they accumulate all of these unexcused absences. So to alleviate that, please turn in those excuse notes. We don't need to. Do we need this one? On-campus lunch? Yes, this is the form here. Mainly for 11th grade, 10th grade, we'll need this for term 4. But if you have a junior, please scan this so that they can start off-campus lunch right away. Give you a couple of seconds for this. Sophomores, don't worry. 4th quarter, I got you. You'll be outside too, as long as your grades. All right, grading policy. We have another QR code for you guys so that you can be able to see pretty much the same grading policy that we've had. So you can take a look at that using this QR code right here if needed, so you can fully understand the process. If you're new, I definitely would take a look at this. All right, cell phone policy. All right. Sorry, kids. I know. We're all addicted to our cell phone. We actually did a PD with staff the other day, and we took their phone. Man, they were hooting and hollering. My goodness. They had a whole fit. So, work with us. So what we're going to do, I'll just talk a little bit. So these are the approved and not approved devices. Kids can get in. Other things will be worked out on a case-by-case basis. But the gist of it is, first week of school, we're going to gradually not let them have their cell phones. We're going to do some circles. We're going to, we understand cell phone addiction, right? It's a real thing. So we're going to address that, right? All summer they've had their phones all day. But our first week of school, we're going to gradually work on some things within the classroom, within the school. They'll be able to keep their phones in their book bag for that week. They'll be issued their yonder bags first week of school. So that is the approach. That is the approach that we're going to use. Everyone will be assigned a yonder bag. They lose their yonder bag, then they have to buy another one. And they are, I think, $35. So that'll be the process. There are some offenses, of course, if the kid keeps violating these offenses. These are the infractions of what we'll do. We'll have lockers at the front. So that most students, if they keep their yonder pouches, they'll be able to keep their phones on them all day locked. But if they continue to violate, then we'll continue to do progressive distance. All right, so how can you get in touch with your kid? The same way we had to when we were in school. So you got to call the main office or call the AP. But you don't have to call me if you don't want. But if you want to call me, you can. But there will also have stations for kids who use landline phones on every floor. So there'll be several stations throughout the school where kids can use landline phones if needed. I hear rumbles. I know there's some questions about this. So again, first week of school, like I just talked about, we're going to, gradually, kind of help them wean themselves off of those phones and address, cell phone addiction at first. This is just about technology. Every kid, of course, gets a laptop. Mr. Thompson, are you coming up, Mr. Thompson? I see you marching up here. Okay. Give it up for David Thompson, graduate of Wilson Senior.
What's the high school class of 88? Anyone out there? 88? I know, I'm older than a lot of you. Yeah. Hey, so we've been harassing everybody who comes in the front door. Hey, have you got your computer? Have you got your computer? So go ahead and make sure that before you leave today, we will stay here. We've got a lot of workers at the help desk to help get those devices, because that's something you get, electronic-wise at school. You just talk about the stuff you don't get, but this is something that you do get. And part of what I do is try and figure out how to cheat the system. Did I say that out loud? I did. Hey, we're really working on communication. Home, which I think is the parents' biggest concern with Remind, email. These are all tools that we use to communicate with our young one, our student. Please remember that everything is done online. We have almost everything done. Aspen, Canvas is a student notebook. Aspen is a way for you to get into and see what their grades are and how, what their schedule is and the like. I'm not sure if there's any other questions or not. But hopefully we'll be here tonight. Hopefully when you leave, you'll be able to get your device and get out of here.
All right, family engagement. All right, give it up for our PTSO rep. Yes, Ms. Sarah.
Thank you. My name is Sarah Lindstrom. I'm the 10th grade PTSO representative this year. I'm new, and I'm happy to join the 11th grade representatives, Alex and Lucia. So our job is to be the liaison between the assistant principal. So I'll work with assistant principal Anthony and the 11th grade assistant principal. And we will try to make sure that everyone is connected and have the information that they need. So for the 10th grade, we plan on sending out a monthly email, and I think probably same. And that information will be pulled from various sources, but it will be specific to the particular grade. So just a heads up, they'll be different from the school newsletter that goes out on Sundays. I had a bit of a learning curve, I admit, from last year when my son was a freshman. I wasn't used to having to go a place to find information. I was used to the information coming to me. So just a reminder, if you are not already in the habit, to check the Sunday newsletter every week. And also, you'll hear from me and my co-10th grade representative about once a month. All right, so for PTSO, just a quick introduction what we do, if you're not familiar. PTSO provides support for teachers, staff, and students, and the community as a whole. Student government is engaged in our board, so that's maybe unique for our school, from what I hear. So we're empowering the students to take ownership and be part of, deciding how we spend our money and what kinds of activities and events that they would like to see. I'm hoping to throw some sort of moral support, pop-ups with free donuts and popsicles and things like that. So we'll see where we land. The other big ticket items that PTSO supports the school with includes field trips, professional development for teachers, academics, various events, and big traditions like homecoming and graduation, of course. So all of those are super worthwhile to support. But I will tell you one of my favorite reasons to support PTSO. I don't know about you, but in my family, once in a while, we encounter situations where I, as a parent, have absolutely no idea what to do. So PTSO throws top-notch workshops for parents. So once in a while, when I encounter one of those situations, there's PTSO and they're throwing a workshop about how to manage this and that and how to support our kids. So investing in or supporting PTSO is basically investing in our students, in our school, the whole community, and it's also investing in ourselves, making ourselves better parents. So that's some of my favorite reasons for supporting. PTSO is asking for, if you can, support with $180 per student per year. So if that's within your budget, if you can, please go to PTSO's website and or follow the link and donate. If 180 is not in your budget, then any amount is welcome. Whatever you can give will be very much appreciated. That's pretty much all I have. Other than that, if you need some gear, there's a table outside. There's some gear, and there might be more stuff at the after-school night. Anything else? All right, that's all for us.
Thank you. And to sign up for the communication, please use this QR code for the PTSO. Couple seconds. And here's the fun part. AP August don't leave me by myself, sir. All right, questions. We're going to take the next 10 minutes and answer any questions that others can benefit from as well. If not, we're going to stay back and you can come and ask us, as well as the counselors over here, any individualized questions that you may need answered. All right, let's go. Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, how does get all the 3,000
Great question. Excellent. All right. All throughout the school, at the end of the day, we're going to bring out those magnet things to pop open the yonder back. So they'll be everywhere. They'll be outside. They'll be inside. All the exits. We'll pretty much have it covered so they can pop and get on out. Yes.
A transfer student doesn't have school ID. How do we go about that?
David Thompson. It'll be through registration. She's outside as well, okay?
Thank you.
Right outside. Yes, ma'am. What grade? Okay, what's the last name again? All right, that's Miss Walker Brown. She lives over there. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Could you clarify something from earlier? If your student was put in Academy classes and Academy grade or not, are they supposed to attend those classes until February grade closes? Am I not confused?
No, please send one of the directors just an email, hey, my son and daughter's in the wrong class. This is the class they're supposed to be in, and we'll get that rectified.
Okay, thank you.
But if on the first day it's not fixed, then have them attend the class on the schedule. My buddy Conrad. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm all ears, Conrad. Oh, that's a good question. So I want you to ask your mom that, okay? To see why. She must want to do some wonderful things for the school. And she's going to be a part of that, okay? All right, buddy. I think back there in the corner, yes. You want to leave early? What? School ain't started yet. No. You want to leave early? Okay, Roman, that's not a problem. We'll set you up, okay? We'll make sure you're straight. That's not a problem at all. We got you covered. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. Basically like the credits. So, you have to accumulate those credits here to be considered for the next grade. Basically, you have to pass your English course, and accumulate those number of credits to move.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a question up front. The question is, on day one, will upperclassmen have a staggered start? So meaning, will they start later that day? The answer is no. Everybody is going to start on time, first thing on Monday. So first period will start at 9 o'clock. Full transparency, we got a slap on the wrist for doing that last year, so we can't do that. It does help with the volume, but we just don't have permission to do that anymore. Hands, more questions? Any questions? Let's just get closer. Yes, sir.
So will younger persons that have the ability to be anxious will the younger back be unlocked?
Yes. So the question was, if I have off-campus lunch, can I unlock my Yonder bag so I can have access to my cell phone? The answer is yes. There will be unlocking stations at the main entrance during off-campus. Yes, ma'am.
When are lockers assigned? We filled out the online form, we haven't heard back yet.
Yeah, it's usually the first week of school. Yeah, and it should be the first day or two. They should get their locker assignment. I will give a couple of them and I'll work it that way. Sorry, Hannah.
So for parents of student athletes, like for JV teams where there's not transportation, that's one of the times where parents often on the fly are coordinating who's going to drive to Bethesda for the teams, which I think will be a little bit more of a challenge with not having cell phones and also many other roads. So are there any thought given to that with lines of communication would best be for, those things often move too because of rain or, things like that. So curious how we should approach that.
And for clarity, you're asking like in those like early dismissal, things like that, how will the parent or how the student be notified?
JV teams usually have transportation, so parents need to step in to help JV athletes get to other schools. And so there is typically a lot of cell phone usage back and forth between athletes. So I'm just curious how we should approach that because they're all moving around.
Yeah, well, that responsibility will rely on the coaches / the athletic department directors. So for that specific question, I would reach out to AD Arrington just to get a further clarity on that. I don't want to speak out of turn in regards to that. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
There's quite a few benefits of being in an academy. You're surrounding yourself with, like-minded individuals or students that may want to pursue specific major in college, like a head start. They get certifications, industry recognized certifications. They participate in internships, do a lot of work-based learning activities. So they're taking what they learn in the classroom and going out into the community. We get, us academy directors kind of at your disposal to kind of navigate and help out. The teachers are amazing. I can just keep going on and on, but definitely when we talk about post-secondary, it kind of gives kids, based on the data, a head start. There's multiple students in academies and here, if you know any of them, I would have you talk to them because it's, coming from a student is a little more than I can run if that makes sense.
Thank you, Mr. Wentz. Yes, ma'am. Great question. I'll let one of our counselors respond.
Thank you. So the community service forms are inputted all the time on a regular basis. We each have about 250 students or so, if not more. And so it might take a little time for us to get to your child's information. And we understand some of them weren't put in last year, so we're still working on that this year along with scheduling to get them put in. Don't worry, they'll be put in. If it gets to the point that you're super concerned about it, email their school counselor again to let them know, to just be a reminder to please, put those in. Make sure they're doing these things that we're a nonprofit organization. So we sent out information on how to complete the form, and we've had conversations with them on how to complete it properly, so we don't have to get it back or have them come back. But that's just kind of what it takes some time because we input all of the information into us.
You didn't respond to a single email last year. The
I
number of emails we sent, oh my God. Not one.
Thank you. Any individual concerns or remarks, please email directly to the counselors and assistant principals, and we're here for support. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. Yep, nonprofits only. A tax ID, right? Yeah, it has to have that, a tax ID. Two more questions. Yes. Bless you. Bless you, bless you. The question is, can the nonprofits only be U.S. based, or can they be abroad?
We put the information in, DCPS evaluates it. We have had some students who've done things overseas, but realistically, without the tax ID, we can't even put it in ASPE, realistically. So the DCPS can evaluate it, we can send it downtown and request that the community service hours be approved, but they are supposed to have a U.S. tax ID.
Thank you. One more question, way up top. How you doing? What are Carnegie credits? Sorry, go back to our lovely counselors.
So your Carnegie units are the, it's the credits, the 0.5 and 1.5 credits. So every letter grade, A minus, B plus, B minus, all obtain Carnegie units. A gets 4 points, A with honors gets 4.5, AP dual enrollment IB gets 5 points. So Carnegie units are those points that are calculated to create a GPA.
All right, so we're gonna close the sophomore and junior orientation now. If you have any specific questions, AP Anthony and myself will hang back for a couple minutes. We got a break. It's busy early tomorrow morning, so we won't be here long. If you can't stay to speak to us,